But let's take you to this conversation now. African executives living abroad believe they have a role to play in unlocking economic growth across Africa and would be interested in ad hoc paid consulting work to companies back home. Now, according to an informal survey conducted by executive search firm Homecoming X, 94% of the African diaspora executives who took part in the survey indicated high levels of motivation to invest in their home countries, coupled with a desire to influence the change they want to see back home. Now, let's discuss this further. We're now joined via Zoom by Angel Jones. She's the CEO and the founder of Homecoming X, previously known, of course, as the Homecoming Revolution. Your business has now evolved. Talk to us a little bit about the journey.
Unathi, thank you so much. So when we first launched Homecoming Revolution, we were very concerned about physically bringing back the skills back to South Africa and then back to the rest of the continent too, helping different companies all over Africa target Eastern, West and Southern Africans abroad to physically bring them back. And that's been going relatively well. And then at the end of 2020, as we all experienced the pandemic, we realized quite quickly how comfortable everybody was becoming with remote work. So we launched a new company called X, which was giving companies the ability to tap into different skills remotely. And a month ago, with VC funding from Launch Africa Ventures and 535, we merged the two entities to become Homecoming X, which now provides permanent, part-time and hourly talent for Africa. And we've come up with a few very interesting trends that we've put into what we're calling the Virtual Brain Gain Report, because we're very excited to be playing a part that gives access now to talent from all over the world.
Fantastic. Now, in my intro, I touched a little bit about this informal survey that you have held with, just some of the executives in the African continent. Talk to us about the purpose of, this survey and what are some of the findings?
So I think very importantly, we think it's only Africa is experiencing a scarcity of talent, but actually globally, Unathi, we're finding it's been said that 86% of enterprises globally consider talent shortage as a key barrier. So it's not just us experiencing the shortage globally. There seems to be this wall for the right kind of talent. And at the same time, a trend that we're finding is a power shift. It used to be the fact that the job must fit the person, but now we're actually seeing, the person must fit the job, but now more and more employers are seeing that the job must fit the person. And this is because we've now entered the age of what we're calling the A3 work age, which means work can be done anywhere, any place and any time. And in fact, it's shown that 61% of top professionals would quit their job if they had the opportunity for pure remote work. So that is coupled with the idea that, yes, we might be losing our talent. We also have a lot of this diaspora talent internationally. They've got so much to share about, the local knowledge they have, but also globally, all the experience they've had. They've got so much to share, but importantly, this is not a drive where they are, being mentors necessarily or volunteering their skills. This is a very much a paid work opportunity for many of the diaspora out there who are entering this age as well. A new trend we found is the rise of the portfolio career. And a portfolio career is literally more and more top professionals are thinking to themselves, I don't want to just work with one company only. I'm happy to still work full time, but I want a portfolio of different roles. So I might work with a multinational for 3 days a week. I might work on Thursdays as a chief financial officer in a fintech startup, and on Fridays I might sit on a couple of boards and do meetings. And so we've harnessed this and really brought to different employers across Africa the idea of the fractional executive. And a fractional executive primarily is somebody who has a portfolio career. They're available to be a fractional chief marketing officer in a business, maybe weekly or every second Thursday. It allows multinationals to tap into that top talent wherever they are. It also offers lots of opportunities for your fast-growing startups across edutech, fintech, agritech across the continent to access these top Africans for literally a fraction of the cost.